Greetings from the farm again this week. We're into some newer fall vegetables, which is a nice change of pace. We have the last of the Sun Gold cherry tomatoes. I've been saying that we might have the last of the Sun Gold cherry tomatoes for quite some time, but we did tear the plants out of the field, so we have no opportunity to pick more. You'll see those in the share on an alternating basis. We have more peppers. There's a sweet, either yellow, orange, or red, or it could be slightly green. We have a Carmen pepper, which is the one that's really sweet, kind of like an apple. It's this longer, pointy one. We have some cayennes, which dry really nicely, or you can make spicier sweet potato fries or something like that. They make a really nice chili powder. More garlic, more of the red onions. We have Swiss chard, I think for the second time in the share this year. Swiss chard is typically a cooking green when it's this size. The stem and the leaf are all edible. I really like to chop the stem up with my onion and some garlic and saute it, and then cook it either with eggs or add some vegetable or chicken broth or ham broth or something like that. And then I put that in as a wrap ingredient as well. We have Cossack kohlrabi, and the variety is different than the spring kohlrabi. They're much larger but very, very sweet. So you peel it just like a regular kohlrabi. You could spiralize it if you have a spiralizer, or you just slice it and eat it with salt. We have the first of the Beauty Heart winter radishes. They look kind of like a turnip on the outside, and slightly green and maybe mottled on the outside. But on the inside, you can see why they're called a Beauty Heart radish. They are striking on a plate, and they're extremely mild. I just like to eat them like that, or dipped in a little bit of salt. Apparently I like salt. We have delicata, which are a thin-skinned winter squash. The cucumber beetles decimated our winter squash this year. We are not going to have as much as we did last year, but we have a delicata to throw in there. You could roast that with the sweet potatoes, which did very, very well. Some of the sweet potatoes, not all, will be this big, but I wanted to show in the video how big they can be. This is actually quite moderately sized this year, and it is good all the way to the center. You just have to, you can roast it whole if you want to, or you can slice it into rounds. Melissa did a thing where she sliced it into rounds, and then we grilled it right on the grill, and I ate it on my burger as a sandwich topping, or we just ate it roasted that way. It was delicious. And then we have the first of our Romanesco cauliflower. We will have this again next week. And this is treat it like cauliflower broccoli. You can eat it raw, dip it in things, or you can lightly steam it. It doesn't take more than about 3 or 4 minutes to steam it. So on the farm, we're still digging things. This is pretty much all we do this time of year. Pulling beets out of the field, things like that. Putting beds to rest.
What do we have coming up on Saturday?
Oh, and coming up on Saturday, we have our great root dig. So if you want a chance to come out to the farm, the weather is looking like the chance for rain is pretty slim. We will likely be digging sweet potatoes. If we aren't digging sweet potatoes and it's dry enough, we may dig some carrots, or we could be pulling beets or something if it's more on the wet side. Bring your boots if you can, and a water bottle and hats, and enjoy.
Leonora, tell Mom what you're doing. Okay.
And I'm trying to catch up.
So, they go through here, get some water. Eric's doing inspections. Unfortunately, we have a crop that has a lot of tough-looking squash. So we've got a lot of bad spots here. Like this, it's really squishy. So the delicata crop is not what we wanted, but
Imagine a semi-trailer with no boxes, completely full, floor to ceiling. That's still not good. So, they aren't quite ready yet, and the reason I'm not having people walk in here is because they're still growing it up. So, we do the same thing with the tractor.
That last video was another class of students coming out to visit the farm and learn more about how we do things. And we really, really appreciate it when people bring their kids out. It's something that we love to share with them, and it's always a fun time watching them harvest giant sweet potatoes. Until next time, have a great week.